Welcome to Watermelon. There's something truly mesmerizing about the power of the ocean. The way waves rise, crash, and create a spectacle that leaves us in awe. Today, we're diving into the heart of nature's most epic shows, where the sea unleashes its full fury and beauty, all captured on camera. Have you ever dreamed of owning a seaside home with stunning balcony views? I sure did, until I saw this video from Tenerife, Spain.
Madre mía, qué destrozo más grande. Ya se rompió todos los balcones. Mira esto. ¡Ay, Dios! A 40-foot wave wiped off the balconies of a hotel all the way up to the 3rd floor. The Southern Ocean is known for its tough weather conditions. It is the coldest and windiest ocean on Earth. This warship from the New Zealand Royal Navy got a first-hand experience. The crew was on patrol against illegal toothfish poachers when a mighty wave swept over the vessel. Storm Noah left hundreds of homes in Cape Cornwall without electricity, but the locals didn't seem to miss their TVs or internet with a show like this unfolding right outside their windows. Lumahai Beach is one of the most dangerous beaches in Hawaii when the large north swells come in. There's all kinds of signs upon the cliff warning tourists to stay back from the giant waves, but most of the time they don't read the signs. Lumahai Beach has the nickname Lumahai because so many people drown there every year. When the Russian captain of your ship says "bliet," you know it's time to pray. The rogue wave in the Baltic Sea annihilated parts of the oil tanker and even destroyed parts of its bridge. Storm Yelena slammed into Germany in February of 2022, with wind speeds reaching up to 94 miles per hour. The calm waters of the Elbe River turned into a powerful wave that shattered the windows of this passenger ferry. Located between the UK and mainland Europe, the North Sea is part of the Atlantic Ocean, where strong winds and storm systems frequently pass through, especially during the winter months. These conditions create large, choppy waves that challenge even the most experienced of sailors. Yet these guys sound pretty excited to watch their vessel take on the wild waves of the North Sea. That's awesome! Restaurant workers in Italy were busy cleaning up when Mother Nature decided to lend a hand with a massive wave. Nazare is a small coastal town in Portugal that attracts surfers from around the globe. This place is known for its massive waves that can reach up to 100 feet tall. The secret behind Nazare's monstrous waves lies in its unique underwater geography. Just off the coast, there's a deep underwater canyon that funnels the Atlantic swell toward the shore. When these swells reach the shallower waters near Nazare, they rise dramatically, creating those iconic giant waves.
No wonder probably the biggest wave ever surfed was caught on camera in Nazare. German surfer Sebastian Steudner rode a massive 93.7-foot wave there in the spring of 2024. The potential world record still needs to get ratified by the sport. This chemical tanker was filmed while facing a hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean. As the vessel was on its way to Europe, the waves violently tossed it up and down for hours. A rogue wave scored a strike in Sydney.
Oh, get out! I got it, Oh, she's going. Oh.
This bulk carrier got caught in a massive typhoon in the North China Sea. The waves tossed the large vessel like a toy. It was rolling from side to side. A storm kicked up house-sized waves in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Ireland. People on a different trawler filmed this fishing vessel struggling against the waves higher than 50 feet. This chemical tanker was caught in a severe storm while crossing the North Atlantic Ocean between America and Europe. The storm lasted 3 days, and here's what it looked like at its peak. Located in the seaside town of St. Ives, England, Lambeth Walk is a tidal beach that almost vanishes at high tide. So the locals don't need to worry about washing their windows. The ocean does the job for them. The Devil's Tear is a dramatic coastal spot located on Nusa Lembongan, a small island near Bali, Indonesia. The rugged coastline was carved out over millennia as the relentless sea eroded the limestone cliffs. The name, Devil's Tear, comes from the way the waves seem to explode against the rocks, sending water shooting up like the earth itself is crying. On sunny days, the sea spray even creates stunning rainbows. Getting too close to the edge is a bad idea. These visitors learned it the hard way. This is a Navy patrol boat performing a training exercise in the middle of a Force 12 storm, the highest level on the Beaufort scale. Winds over 70 miles per hour, waves tall enough to swallow a house, and yet they're not turning back. This is part of the job. Each wave slams into the bow like a hammer. Water crashes over the deck. The ship disappears for a second, then climbs right back up. This woman was trying to capture a picturesque photo of herself enjoying a coffee by the stormy sea at St. Owens Bay, Jersey. It didn't quite go as planned, and the umbrella was absolutely useless. In late December of 2024, Peru was hit by a powerful tsunami. More than 80 ports along the central and northern coast were shut down. Massive waves crashed to seaside resorts, causing chaos. But this footage is on another level. You can see the waves effortlessly smashing fishing boats like they're made of paper. In late November of 2023, a powerful storm, dubbed the Storm of the Century, swept across southern Russia.
Подобралась уже очень близко к нашим домам. Вот один дом уже в воде.
Winds reaching up to 130 feet per second knocked down hundreds of trees and ripped roofs off buildings. Around 2 million people were left without power, but coastal areas took the worst hit. 30-foot waves destroyed seawalls and flooded the first floors of homes. On one beach, the storm swept away a small fishing shack. The waves carried it off and smashed it against the shore. About a dozen tourists were observing a huge glacier in southeast Iceland when they suddenly heard a loud cracking sound. The glacier broke off and collapsed into the sea, creating a huge wave that made these people run for their lives. Luckily, all of them got away safely and no one was hurt. Storm Brendan was a powerful Atlantic storm that hit parts of the UK and Ireland in January of 2020. Gusts reached over 80 miles per hour, trees were down, flights and ferries got cancelled, and there were power outages in several places. Storm Brendan wasn't the most destructive storm ever, but it definitely caused a few days of chaos, especially along the coast. For some drivers, getting home turned into quite an adventure. Super Swell Saturday was a monumental day in big wave surfing history, specifically January 16th, 2021, when Hawaii experienced some of the largest and cleanest surf conditions in a decade. Massive waves reaching heights of 50 to 60 feet rolled into iconic spots like Jaws on Maui and Waimea Bay in Oahu, drawing elite surfers from around the world. One of these massive waves caught about a dozen jet skiers off guard, launching them into the air. One of them suffered a fractured lower back from the impact, while the others only sustained minor injuries.
I heard a thud, then I felt a sharp shooting pain and tickling down my legs. And I was just like, oh God, no, this is not happening. Like, this is not happening right now.
Oh, that shit's huge! What the fuck? Oh my god! Huge! What the fuck? Oh my
In March of 2021, tsunami-like waves triggered by a powerful storm struck a small village in southern Italy. Some waves were so massive they crashed over the safety walls and devastated parts of the harbor. Several buildings were damaged, streets were flooded, and shipping containers were swept away like toys. On October 10th, 2020, the crew of this Norwegian oil rig experienced what was probably one of the scariest days of their lives. A powerful storm in the North Sea brought in monstrous waves. They were so massive, the spray was hitting the rig's windows at a height of at least 100 feet. This woman did not get the perfect photo with the waves, but she did end up with a great viral video instead. This video was filmed in San Sebastian, a city in the Basque country of northern Spain. It's a stunning spot, especially for those who love watching massive waves crash up close against the promenades. This inter-islander ferry was filmed off the coast of Wellington, New Zealand, battling a storm with winds over 60 miles per hour. What makes the journey especially dangerous are the multiple rocks and reefs in the area. Back in 1968, a ferry struck a reef here and sank. 50 people lost their lives. This footage was released by the Norwegian Rescue Coordination Center. It launched a salvage operation as it became clear that churning seas could make a drifting ship crash into the shore. The crew of the Dutch cargo ship was evacuated in stormy weather off the coast of Norway. The vessel that had substantial quantities of diesel and fuel in its tanks was also securely docked in a port later. Saildrone is an autonomous surface vehicle, basically a drone boat, designed to collect ocean and atmospheric data. The company behind it, also called Saildrone, builds these uncrewed vessels to handle some of the roughest conditions out there, including hurricanes. In 2021, they made headlines with the first ever video from inside a Category 4 hurricane. 50-foot waves, and 120+ mile-per-hour winds. Out in the North Atlantic, the sea is relentless. Waves crash and winds howl, but the Audacious presses on. Built in 2016 in Scotland, this 90 feet long, 30 feet wide fishing vessel is a testament to modern maritime engineering. Designed for both pair seining and single boat trawling, the Audacious comes equipped with advanced features to handle the harshest conditions. Its full-length shelter deck provides protection for the crew, while the state-of-the-art BOP deck machinery, including a 24-ton pair seine winch and two 18-ton split trawl winches, ensures efficient fishing operations. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. And see you in the next one.